Guys, Green back here again with more Heroes Bash. And today we're going to be talking about more of the tier listing. Today, more on elves. So this is one of the more overpowered classes. If you haven't played yet or you're just starting, personal suggestion: elves definitely not a bad way to start. Now you will be starting out with the heroes on the human side, but you're gonna get people like Dash pretty quickly. Dash is one of the top tier heroes for start. But we're going to start first about hero defense in Siege. Again, that's my favorite role. Attacking, it's pretty easy to win. Defense wise, if you have a defend and they didn't just snipe out your resources and leave, you feel pretty good. So let's talk about Siege defense first. You're going to notice a lot of things change in my tier listings, most with elves. Now, that's simply to do with their abilities, but Azel being the number one defensive champion for elves. The reason being is because of her composition with other champions. Her ability to just blink over and essentially just assassinate someone or silence the whole squad to where they can't do anything is overpowered siege wise. You bring someone in like the new champion Imperatus, pops in two or three guys, it deals, half their health. It's possible Azel will come in and just kill all three of them and silence anything else in the area. It's that strong, guys. And she does it at lightning speed. Her ability refreshes when she hits them. If you're like playing League of Legends, for example, this is like early game Darius, where it just reset his auto kill. I really like him. I don't even have him, but I've been destroyed by him. Belial is next, and that's because I think that's probably the highest continuous damage output in the game. Having that teamed with the heal aspects, if she can kill your units before they get close enough to her, she outrages them, basically. Very powerful. Arachne, one of those tank type champions, along with Silo, but I believe she kind of outdoes Silo a little bit in the vampirism aspects. She's a little more bursty in terms of defense, and that's what you kind of want. You want them to not know what they're doing in case they have healers, something like that, and they just go down quick. They can't respond. Silo, I believe, is almost as good, but that's the only difference. He's not as bursty. His damage is a little higher, but it takes longer for that damage to come out, so he dies oftentimes before it actually kills the units. Now, Dash, super high vampirism. I've seen some great things. Same thing with Avertia. I've seen some great compositions where they make them all kind of clump together, and then she just does damage out the butt. B class champions and C class champions, I believe you can still use on defense for elves. Strangely enough, those tanks kind of hold them there. Those range champions, again, the range on these elves is kind of OP. If you outrange your enemy, they have huge damage output. They're just really squishy, so you kind of chance it's not as reliable as you work your way down my tier listing for siege defense. Now, let's go to PvP, huh? That's my other videos. PvP-wise, things change, okay? You'll notice Azel drops down quite a bit. And that's because her blink oftentimes gets her killed more than she does anything else. So maybe end game she'll be okay, but that blink hurts her. I believe that Belial's continuous damage, especially teamed with other continual damage supports in the back, is the best. Silo being second, simply because at that point that continual damage again becomes a heal, and he becomes tankier almost than Arachne in the PvP scenario. Arachne, again, same reasons why she would be in PvP as she is in Siege Defense, just that burst and again pure tanking vampirism is pretty nice. Dash's ability to cloak and have 3 times his continual damage is pretty good. The only kind of downside is if they have a lot of AoE type abilities, he dies anyways. But I did put him against or above the tree tank, and both of these guys are above Azel because of the Azel's unfortunate Blinken. But that tree tank, I love him, guys. I have to have that tank on my team because I'm a tank team. I don't have as much damage output, so I have to rely on my ability to survive. And to me, I like him more than Baghdad. A lot of people are gonna hate me for that because Baghdad is one of the favorites for the orcs. I just think he's a little overrated. Sorry, I'm sorry. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about these. Again, B and C champions you can still take into Arena. I just wouldn't recommend it as much. I've seen Eladriel do some serious damage in the back, even out damage like Dash. But again, the compositions I think are what matter most. So I think you'll get more ideas and benefits from the top tier list. Anyways, guys, this is my elf tier list for PvP and siege defense. Let me know what you think. Again, comment below, like the video, subscribe, keep bashing on, and of course, have a great day. Be right back with that hero video.